Class 6, Chapter 10, Motion and Measurement of Distance, prepared by Miss Roshni Masi. Very good morning, dear children. Today we are going to discuss about the measurement. See, children, if we are going somewhere, we have to measure the things. We have to measure the time. We have to measure the distance. We have to see how much time we have to take to reach our destination. So in this chapter, we will discuss about the measurement of time, motion, distance, everything. So let us start today's chapter. Introduction. Nature has given humans the unique ability to think. This has helped humans discover and invent new things to make life more comfortable. In earlier times, humans lived in caves, wore leaves and animal skins, and ate raw fruits, vegetables, and meat. Today we have farmlands in which we can grow food by using modern techniques. Cars and aeroplanes help us move around. Televisions and video games keep us entertained. Telephones and emails help us keep in touch with our friends, and there are many other things that make our life comfortable. The measurement of a quantity. The measurement of a quantity consists of two things. Unit. Unit is the standard of physical quantity in terms of which a quantity is measured. The value of the quantity is decided in terms of this unit. Numerical value. The numerical value is the value of the number of times the unit is repeated in measuring the quantity. Standard units of measurement. The standard unit of a physical quantity should have the following characteristics. First, it is of a convenient size. Second, its value does not change with respect to place or time. To make measurement more scientific, convenient, and uniform, the French Academy of Science devised that metric system based on the decimal system in 1791. In October 1960, the 11th General Conference of Weights and Measures adopted an international system of units called the SI system of unit. Rules for writing the symbols of units. The following rules are followed for writing symbols of units. Symbols are not followed by a full stop. Symbols are not written in plural. For example, we write 1 kg as well as 10 kg, not 10 kg. Symbols for units are usually written in small letters. Needs for accurate measurement. A tailor measures the length of a cloth. A grocer measures the mass of groceries. The milkman measures the volume of milk. An architect measures the area of a plot of land before making a plan for construction. When you have fever, you measure the temperature of your body. We need to measure things all the time. Correct measurement of length, width, depth, thickness, distance, and height are all measurements of length. The ruler, meter scale, and measuring tape are the devices commonly used for measuring length. Precautions while measuring length. Since the ruler has some thickness, we may make an error if we do not place our eye at the correct position. If we place our eye at position A, the reading is 5.1 centimeter. When the eye is at position C, the reading is 4.9 centimeter. The ruler should be kept exactly along the length to be measured. The ends of the ruler must not be worn out. In case the ruler is still used, any other full mark on the ruler should be taken instead of the zero mark. Rest and motion. If you look around your classroom, you see many things. All these things do not appear to move. They are said to be at rest. A body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to a fixed point in its surroundings. Types of motion. There are several types of motion. First is rectilinear motion. When a body moves along a straight line, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. Curvilinear motion. When a body moves along a curved line, it is said to be in curvilinear motion. Circular motion. A body is said to be in circular motion when it keeps on moving along a circular path. Rotational motion. Rotatory motion is that motion in which a body moves about a fixed axis without changing its position. Thank you, my dear children. God bless you all.